Oh, Lordy. Krackhead Kenny is continuing his quest to destroy DOA. Whereas only maybe a week ago, it still seemed maybe they were reconciling, but nah. Kenny's like, no, his phone has been taken over. There are apps on the phone, guys, that he did not consent to, so he's part of a worldwide conspiracy. Alrighty, so I usually try to at least respect my opponents, but a person who repeatedly does physical threats against you for just doing a critical commentary, which, by the way, I'm being much nicer. If you look at most videos on Kenny doing whistleblowing and exposing him, they go full bore that this guy is Predator with a capital P. I don't think we have enough there to call him Predator with a capital P. But on the other hand, listen, we have the audio, we have these videos. I think it's very alarming. He hasn't really shown that these are false. And I've warned people, these clips showing Kenny's really bad behavior, they're heavily edited. So you have to be careful. You have to be careful. Again, it's not untrue, but it could be distortive. So we got to be careful. We have to show some measure of caution. Also, does he understand what content is? I mean, by his own standard, he's using screenshots and other people's images. And guess what? He alters it. Correct. But apparently when we do it to him, that is not allowed because he needs to stop with the whining and moaning. Oh, by the way, on the record, this guy repeatedly attacks and threatens other people. And now he's getting whiny like, oh no, people they're coming against me. Well, you're being very violent all the time. It's not just once or twice. You're doing things that clearly violate the terms of service, right? So what's the threat that I am infringing on copyright? Kenny, you're not Disney. You're not Warner Brothers. I mean, seriously, who is trying to steal your material? Who? You've actually lost subscribers. You're at 1,250 subscribers. You've lost people. And he's actually putting out this live where he says, they follow my blueprint. They follow my blueprint and betraying me. So they're taking your ideas, your channel, copying it to become bigger channels. Okay? But your channel's getting smaller. Why would they do that? What is being stolen? I don't know. It's all very vague. Also, it's funny that you're saying this other channel is stealing from you. Not me. The parts I listened to, he didn't mention me. But now I'm accused of theft. What am I stealing? What great ideas am I stealing from you? I was critical of DOA before you were. Yeah, before you. I mean, I get it. He's gaslighting the small part of his audience that hates DOA. Right? And that's a very popular position. Right? So I understand what he's trying to do, grow the channel that way, hating DOA. That's fine. We all have to take our choices. Fine. That's the direction of his channel. DOA is his own person. Fine. But I just found it very rich. So I'm just going to, because this is going to be more for the channel members, I'll try to put together this madness. But I will give a few free things for you. So this is from my notes. So he's attacking one channel, and I double checked. It's not all the content, but a lot of content has disappeared. That is true. Okay, that seems very alarming. That seems a genuine mystery to me. He does this all the time. He does a live, and I've seen this. I have screenshots. He does a live, 3, 4, 5 hours. It disappears. It goes away. He does another live, 2, 3, 4, 5 hours. It disappears. Well, you cannot attack DOA or other channels friendly to him for disappearing content when you disappear content yourself repeatedly. What are you afraid of? Because people are going to go into the live, they're going to double check and these claims and see, well, some of this is true, some of this is not true. Right? Some of the things he's saying are not true. So it's like, well, wait, I understand you have issues with DOA, right? Oh, and by the way, the whole doxing thing, getting mad. Oh, people are doxing me. This is a person who does not respect the personal boundaries of other creators. If I'm not mistaken, when DOA put out 86 GOP's personal information, right? Now, I think he failed. He got the name wrong. But the point is, he did attempt to dox 86 GOP. I don't think Krackhead Kenny had any issue. So apparently when the enemy's being doxxed, it's okay. But when we're doxing Kenny, that's bad, guys. That's very, very bad. It's very bad because King Kenny is being offended. Oh, okay. King Kenny's offended, even though he says many offensive things all the time. And his only excuse is, well, I didn't really attack Korn until the panel. Okay. Well, what about Zero Dark Tony? What did Zero Dark Tony do to you? What did Zero Dark Tony do to your family? I don't see anything. I don't see anything at all. So, no, you don't just defensively protect yourself. You literally proactively go after people, even if they didn't do anything to you. That's your standard. Now, you're harming my family. I got to defend my family. What did Zero Dark Tony do to your family? Please, provide some receipts there. And this bonehead even very obviously threatened quite a few people physically. That is against the terms of services, Kenny. I don't think you understand how modern technology works. All they have to do is go to YouTube and say, I think pretty clearly this guy threatened me. And you'd be really naive to think that DOA or his allies are not looking or lurking or recording some of these things. So I don't know what he's up to. I really don't. So that said, I am not a fan of what DOA is up to either, because he's definitely gaslighting his audience. Like, he's definitely not telling the whole truth. Some of the things that Kenny is bringing up do have a basis in fact. There are alarming questions about DOA's associates and what they're up to. That is true, right? But we should handle the issue carefully with maturity, right? Too much, it's just a panic button on both sides, right? The DOA people are like, predators are everywhere. You gotta beware. Aaron's a predator. This one's a predator too. And they're hit my DOA. Again, there is a basis in fact. Aaron is a predator, so that's a valid case. And too many times, he just keeps sticking this label to other people. It's like, you don't have any evidence. You're just saying these things. And the anti-DOA people do the same thing. Like, oh, DOA is a predator. He did this and that. It's like, okay, can you show us any evidence? Oh, we don't need to do that. And Kenny was one of these people. And he was like, I love homie. I love the homeboy. I'll defend him everything. Yeah, 24/7. He did something. I don't care. Right? Those were his past videos. I remember hearing this. I'm just very loyal. I'm just a loyal. Oh, DOA has issues? I don't care. Okay? But now we should care. Now we should care about DOA's questionable, iffy behavior. Maybe we should have cared back then a few months ago when you were friends together. You know? But I will give him this. He has exposed, as liars and grifters, Dana, Rotting Jules, DOA, Street Tully. He's definitely showing that they are not who they appear to be. So I congratulate him there. But really, for him to respond in such a very immature fashion all the time now, yeah, bro, study the terms of services. You've been violating it quite some time. You're probably going to lose your channel and nobody's going to cry because the things you're doing are getting upset about. You did it 10 times over, right? So stop whining so much, deal with karma, and self-reflect for 2 seconds, maybe.